25th and Wade. Thanks for joining me today. Now I know this is 3 videos in 1 week, and no, I am not making a commitment and starting a trend or anything like that. But this video I actually wanted to get out a couple weeks ago when I first got the notice, but it was right after my video about Style So Me closing, and I'm like, I don't want to have 2 videos back to back of folks who have decided to close their shops. So I wanted to get a couple videos in between. However, I did also want to get this out so that you all would have time to actually go to the website, browse around, and see if there's anything that you want to purchase. So what am I talking about? The store or the shop Do It Better Yourself Club, ran by Jessica, she has decided to close her shop. And so there was an email that came out a couple weeks ago for those that have either purchased from her before or were on her newsletter of sorts. We did receive notification of that. And so I have just now gotten around to actually purchasing some patterns. So I wanted to share with you the patterns that I've purchased, and then hopefully spark you to go over, check out the site to see all the other patterns that she has as well. So this is not by any means the majority of what she has to offer. It was just some things that I was interested in. So let's get into it. I have some notes about what I purchased, so I'll be looking down here a little bit, but wanted to give you some details about each of the patterns that I've selected, and maybe that'll help you understand if it's something that you would like as well. So the first one is the most, I'd say, popular one that I've seen around, and it is the Billy wearable blanket. And I've seen a lot of folks talk about this on their YouTube videos, and some have done some reviews and whatnot on it. So it's a pretty popular pattern. It's unisex. It has 2 lengths, so it has like at the knee and then at the calf. It's fully lined, or you can make it unlined, so you do have some options there, as well as the chest measurements. Because it's unisex, she has a range of 63.5 to 31 inches, so a pretty wide range in terms of being able to accommodate a lot of sizes. And then for the neckband, or for the neck, you can either do a neckband or a hood like you have in the picture. So that's the Billy wearable blanket. There's a couple people who have, and I want to say Talisha from Creativity by T, she did, I believe it was a simplicity pattern that's sort of similar to this, and so you may want to check out that video as well, that just talks about the fabric that she used. In the picture, it does look, of this pattern, it does look like she used maybe a fleece or something heavy. So depending on how your body temperature goes, whether you run hot or run cold, you have, I'm pretty sure, some good options in terms of what type of material or the density, the thickness of material that you want to use for that. And I know we're in late spring, getting into summer, and ain't nobody got time to be thinking about winter. However, you only have till the end of this month to pick up this free pattern. So I wanted to make sure I got that one in first. So again, that's the Billy wearable blanket. And that's, again, a free pattern. Okay, so for the second one, it's called the Heady or Heady pant. I really like these pants. I'm a sucker for jumpsuits, and I'm a sucker for wide leg pants. This has been established at the very beginning. So the size ranges from this is 36 to a 00, which has a hip range of 67 inches to 34 inches. Now there's a few different options on here which I really like, and that is you can either do a button fly or you can do a zip fly. You can have the ankle length, so a full pant, or just about a full pant. You can have it as, or you can have it as a capri length. And for the capri length, you can either leave it raw or you can hem it. And so if you like a fringe or type of natural or just very casual look, that raw hem may be the way to go, or you can hem it if you want to dress it up to some extent, depending on what fabric you use. And then finally, you have a couple of options with these Heady pants, and it's either a front slash pocket, or you can even add belt loops to it. So again, lots of options for that one. So for my third pattern, it was the Anything But Basic woman's t-shirt. Now I know there's a lot of t-shirt patterns out there. I have a few, I'm sure you have a few, and we may not even have the same ones. It's that many out there. But I have heard a lot about this tee, and so wanted to pick it up. The size range for this one is a 36 to a 00. And the full bust measurement, she gives them all, but just to keep this short, the full bust measurement is a 63 inch to a 31 inch. Now it does have a couple of neckline options. You have a high crew, a low crew, or a scoop, which is very, very good. And then in terms of the sleeves, you have your options of a short sleeve, an elbow length, a 3/4 inch, or 3/4 length, as well as a long sleeve. So for a free pattern, you have a lot of options in regards to making up various garments. I will say the only thing it doesn't have is a V-neck. This pattern, I believe, is geared towards beginner sewists, and so that may be why she didn't put a V-neck in there, because we know that can be a hassle in and of itself, just to, you know, finagle a V-neck and have it actually look, you know, balanced and right and all of that. But I mean, if you're an experienced sewist, you probably know how to change or alter a pattern to make a V-neck. But for us beginners, between a high and a low crew and a scoop, that's about all we need. So another one. And again, that's the Anything But Basic woman's tee, and that is a free pattern. Okay, next up that I purchased is the Anna button-up skirt. Again, the size range is 36 to 00, which includes a full hip size range from a 67 to a 34. Now on this one, you have 4 lengths. So you have a mini, you have a knee length, you have a midi, and a maxi length. You also have the option of a high rise or short rise, and then you can put in patch pockets as well as belt loops if you like. So great options for the Anna button-up skirt. Next we have another free one, and it's not a garment, but it's the Weekender sling bag. And this is a free pattern as well. Now the features say that it's an oversized bag. It also has an inside pocket. It is completely lined, and then you have the option for a magnetic closure, which is great. Again, beginner friendly over here. Now, if you're one of those sophisticated sewists, you might even be able to put in a zipper or some other type closure. But for this one, you can either leave it open or have the option of using a magnetic closure. And that's, again, a free pattern, the Weekender sling bag. Okay. Next, which this one I was like, ooh, yes, put it in the cart, is the Althea razorback tank top. Size range again, 36 to 00. Now for this one, I'll give the full bust, which is a 63 to a 31. And this one has a lot of options. So for the back, you can either do a solid back with just the center seam, or you can do that tulip feature. For the hems, you have either a straight, a curved, or a banded hem. For the neckline, you could either do a crew, a scoop, or a deep scoop. And then finally, for some options, you can put on the kangaroo pocket, and you can actually add a hood. So the hood is optional. If you're not into hoods, you can just leave it off. But that's the Althea razorback tank top. Next up is the Walker stretch denim shorts. Size range 36 to 00. And then for the waist, it's a 59 3/4 inch to a 24 inch. Some of the features for these shorts include, you can do either a short, so you know, hot girl summer. You can do a mid, or you can even do a Bermuda length. For the rise, you have the option of a mid rise or a high rise. And then for the extras, you can either do a coin pocket, which I have not done that before, so I'm interested in that, as well as belt loops. So again, whatever your flavor, you can put on belt loops or just totally leave them off. So those are the Walker stretch denim shorts. Okay, Coming up next is another free one. It's the makeup brush carrying case. Now, full transparency, I don't wear makeup. Like, I might do some gloss on the lips or something. It's just not my thing. It's just not me. But some faces out there with all that on there is beautiful. So we all do us, right? But I was thinking about this actually for a gift because I made something similar for someone a couple of Christmases ago. And so I figured I would get this one so I can see, you know, which pattern I liked better, or even put them together to make a set. And so for this makeup brush carrying case, it doesn't really give a lot of features, but it says that you use a main fabric, a lining fabric, and a binding fabric. And then you also have the drawstring. Now, most of these patterns were beginner friendly. There were some that were a little more intermediate than others, but she does tell you that on the website. And again, this was another free pattern, the makeup brush carrying case. All right, rounding out the last couple here, I picked up the Anything But Basic men's t-shirt. And so the size range is 48 to 34, and the chest size range is 48 to 34. Like, how easy is that? So this one comes with the high crew neckline, and then you have your option of sleeves to do a short sleeve, a 3/4 sleeve, or a long sleeve. So this will be great. If you want to do something for a man in your life. She even has a kids Anything But Basic tee that's free as well, so you can do something for the entire family through these Anything But Basic tees. And again, now those are free patterns. And so for my last one, it's another free one, not a garment, but it is the holiday pocket stocking. And so again, I have a couple others. I don't think I have any with an actual pocket on the side, so that's why I picked up this one. It actually comes with a cut file, so you know the image that you see on that the pattern picture, it actually comes with that. And I didn't even realize it until after I had placed my order that she has a whole section of cut files, and they are really cute, and they are all free, so I may go back and check out some of those. There were some others that I was thinking about, I was on the fence about. There's this onesie that looks so cute. There's the Anything But Basic leggings that is also a free pattern. And then there's a jumpsuit on there as well. And I was like, oh, should I get it? Should I not? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. But I have until the end of the month. We have until the end of the month to make the decision. Now, the shop is closing on May 31st. And like I said with Style So Me, I don't know if that's 12:01 a.m. or 11:59 p.m. on the 31st. But I would say if you're going to go check it out, do it by the 30th. That way, you know, you have that window. And hopefully nothing goes, you know, wonky in between there. But she has some great other patterns on there. So lots for women and men and kids. Other skirts and dresses and I believe jeans as well. So if you're interested in that, you can go pick those up. Like I said, she lists on the pattern, like if it's geared towards beginners or intermediate and things like that. But of course, you know, we're all in different spaces and how we view ourselves or rank ourselves with that. So just go and check those out. I did go through a couple of the instructions, and it looks pretty well laid out and pretty clear in terms of being able to follow along with that. Even in some of them, it says that it has a video. I haven't gone to the YouTube channel yet if she has one. I'm hoping that those links in the instructions are still there, so once I get to sewing it up, they will be available. But again, it's the Do It Better Yourself Club closing up the shop here at the end of May. Go out and check out the website and see if there's something that you'd be interested in, and you know, share this video or share with others so that they have the opportunity to check it out as well. Now, before I leave, the outfit that I'm wearing today is Simplicity 9125, and it's a jumpsuit. And I made this pretty early, I think in the summer last year. Yeah. And so I will say this is an easy to sew pattern, and I do agree with that. because I was pretty fresh into sewing garments. I don't think I had really any issues with it. It's the front on the, you cut twice, the back you cut twice. There's a casing here for some drawstring that you obviously loop through the front and the back, because these pieces pretty much look alike with the exception of the cutout here in the front. The pants front and back, and then you have pockets. The other thing is that it actually used some bias binding on here, which it wasn't the first time I had used, I should say I had used binding, but it was the first time for armholes, and so I was able to get through that. I don't think I had any problems with it whatsoever. It comes in extra small through XXL in one envelope, so you can do some grading and all that if you need to for various sizes. I believe I cut out a large for this, and quite pleased. I didn't use quilting cotton, and I don't wear it as much because it kind of faded, and I guess because it's quilting cotton, you don't really, I guess you aren't supposed to be washing cotton, quilting cotton that much, right? You don't really wash quilts like on a daily, weekly basis, but so it faded a little bit, but and maybe that's just the quality of this, and not all quilting cottons do that, I don't know. But I do like the way it fits. It seems just a little big, I think, in here. I don't know if that means I need to size down or you know, tighten it up or something like that. It does kind of plunge a little deeper than I like, so you can see just a hint of bra on the side, which I don't care for. So that's what I'm figuring. I don't know if I need to, you know, downsize or downsize or do something different there, but I do like the way it fits. I would like to do this in a more drapier fabric the next time, just so I can have the breeze and the flow as I'm wearing it. But I would say that this is a good pattern for beginners, you know, maybe not the first or second out the gate, but certainly once you've wrapped your head around, you know, a couple of patterns or garments, that give this one a try, because certainly with the binding and with the drawstring here, that would be something new to tackle in a garment. It also, of course, has an elastic band at the waist, and that would be an additional new skill to build. But all in all, this was a really good pattern to put together, and I'm looking forward to making more of these this summer. I'd say this is view either C or D, only because it's the top of C, but C is either a dress or shorts, like a romper, and I actually made it with pants, so it's not technically one of those patterns that's on the envelope front, but it's a combination of them. But I do like this top, and I doubt that I would make the other one, so if I do it again in a romper, probably it would be, you know, this top again, and I'll try to figure out what I need to do here for the bodice part. But at any rate, thank you for joining me today. Like I said, hopefully you can get out and go to the website, Do It Better Yourself Club website, and I'll leave a link in the description. But check out some of those patterns, grab up some of the free ones as well as, you know, those that aren't free. I'll have to say that she did have a code that went out in her email. I don't know if it's too late to sign up for her newsletter or anything, but there was a substantial discount given to those who were on the newsletter. And so, you know, you can see if you can try to, you know, reach out to them or get on their newsletter in case she does a final notification in the next week or so to get that code. But if not, just know there are some free ones there, or this will, you know, just be an opportunity to support her business as she's looking to transition. So thank you, Jessica, for all the patterns and all the I guess participation and contributions that you've made to the sewing community. I look forward to sewing up these patterns, and I think I said in my order, you know, I hope this isn't goodbye, but just to see you later, and that we'll see her in some other capacity or just still participating here in the sewing community. So with that, thank you for joining me, walking with me through this sewing journey, and I'll see you next time. Bye.